Hi, I'm just doing some recording in the evening time of the garden. This is a plant, the money tree, that I thought I was going to lose it. It was dropping leaves like crazy. So I actually put it outside and it is growing. It is taking off. I don't know what happened. I've just been watering it, but it's getting all kinds of new stuff. And I'm going to leave it out here. Seems to like it. Kind of organize my table over here, the gardening stuff. And then we're going to go over to the potatoes. They keep growing. I don't know what's going on underneath the ground, but you can see this one has got some blooms on it. That's pretty cool. And then these other ones are getting some blooms too. Like they're indicating like they're getting ready to be done. This one right here, this one, I just put one potato in there and I checked it underneath the ground and it's huge. So I'm gonna harvest it this weekend and take it out and make potato with bacon and eggs for Steve and jalapenos. He's got a jalapeno over there too that's gonna be ready. And then these potatoes, so that's our garden for the potatoes. They're getting there. And then our onions, we've been picking these and eating those. They're really good. We got some varieties here. Some white onions and some yellow and purple. Some purple onions. This one right here, this is the one where I just kind of planted them, put them in, and they're kind of growing crooked, but they're still edible and they're very good. They are yummy. And we're going to share some with our neighbor, Danny and Shauna across the street. And then we got the Citronella plant, which is supposed to help with mosquitoes. And tonight I have not had a mosquito bite, so it's working. And then our daughter got me a lavender plant for Mother's Day, and that's doing very well out in the heat, and it smells really pretty. And then we've got our rosemary and oregano doing okay. We've been harvesting that for salads. We've got our mint and tomatoes, squash. I think next year when I do squash, I'm gonna make sure I have some flowering plants so that the bees will come around a little bit more. Because they've had tons of flowers, but I just don't think they've gotten the pollination that they need to grow. So we had one that grew, and you can kind of see it right here. It started, but then it just fell off. It was so sad. So sad. But that's what you go with. And then the cucumbers. You can see that one down there. There's another one right there. There's that one. And we've picked a couple of them and sliced them up and tried to pickle one. And here's another one. And they're doing really well. The leaves are a little bit, got something kind of eaten on them. I don't know what. And the basil, and then this is the tomato plant. We tried to put a, kind of so it would go up like a trellis, and it is growing wild. It's going all over the place. It's growing into my green pepper, which just getting really big. You can see that. And then my yellow pepper is right there. And then Steve's jalapeno that I'm gonna have for breakfast on Saturday morning. And then we've got our watermelon. We've got the crimson sweet watermelon. And we got that one growing. And then there's that one. A little tiny one right there. We had one that was over here and he just didn't make it. You can kind of see where he kind of dwizzled out. So that's okay. We'll take it. And then over here is, if you saw our video before, our sunflowers were just little. Now look at them. They're huge. They're as tall as the wall. And I'm going to kind of show you if I can get up here. Right now is kind of a good time to see. You can kind of see the one is going to sprout out tomorrow, one of the sunflowers. So hopefully we can show you a picture of that. But all of them are just really growing really nice. Big, beautiful leaves. And the sunflower's protecting the cantaloupe. You can see where it's trying to flower. And the other one's over here where I didn't think they were going to do anything. All of a sudden they took off. And then some more green onions over here. This one's kind of going towards the side. So that's an indication that it's probably ready to pick. And I think we will pick some of these for our neighbor as well for this weekend. And then something's kind of eating that, but just letting Mother Nature do her thing. And then over here, here's another watermelon. It's doing a lot over here, attaching to this, kind of spreading its wings, letting that do its thing. Bell peppers, and then the kale and the broccoli. It's going crazy. And then there's a pepper right here. And Steve's got. We kind of cut back some of this cabbage because it was growing so big. So we cut it back so the other plants could have more room. But you can see how big this cabbage is. It's like beautiful. And we cut the bottom leaves off, and we've used them as like for a wrap, like a Beyond Beef wrap, like the burger, and that was really good. And we used some of our leaves from the broccoli too, for part of our salad. And I'm just letting this do its thing. It's growing some long shoots, but we're also got some new stuff. Like it'll be a crown right here. And we're just kind of letting it do its thing. And then the parsley, which we've enjoyed. That one's doing really good. And the kale. Kale's going great. I don't think there's anything you can go wrong with kale. And then this is Honeydew Melon. You can see it's got a lot of flowers on it. And this is the one where I just planted a whole bunch of seeds. I thought about separating them, but they seem to be doing well. So I'm just going to let them go. Just let it do its thing. And hopefully a bee will come around and pollinate and give us a honeydew melon. We'll keep our eye on that. So really fun. And then we did I'm just going to back up here and show you that we took our canopy like we said we were going to do, that we use for camping, and we just put a 30% UV screen on top of that, and we just use clamps, and that gives enough shade so the plants don't need water like more often. We've just been watering. It's been 101. So sometimes the sunflowers will need a little bit of water, and we'll just had to water those a couple of times, twice in 24-hour period, but everything else under this canopy has been staying really nice. So it's pretty cool. We're enjoying it. We've got some fruits and vegetables from this garden, and we've enjoyed it. So I've learned a lot though from this, and I will next time do my planting before the winter time, in the fall time. So I've written down notes of things to do better for next time, but it's been really fun. Okay, thank you for joining me. Have a good night. Bye.